Excited to react to some cringe. Now, I think it needs to be said before I get into this that I have no issue with anybody wanting to live their life whatever way they want to. I think it's annoying is when you show up to a public place and don't bring the best iteration of yourself. You don't do anything good for your cause. You just make yourself look like a dumbass. Some people might say, "Oh, well, they're just being their true, authentic selves." I mean, yeah, dude. My true, authentic self can be like unhinged and chaos all the time, and I love chaos. But I don't go to where I'm going to enact change and bring my most chaos, unimagined, unfiltered version of myself. I try to show my best self possible, and I feel like it's something that's not really talked about in a lot of this rhetoric that we got going around. It ends up just being like, oh, you have to accept the chaos and you can't make fun of it. Well, I'm gonna make fun of it, and that's why we're getting into to them, or they are getting super desperate. Yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, no intro for today's video. We're just going to get into it.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Okay, so first of all, when she says that she needs the city to protect me because the federal government won't, first of all, both the city and the federal government protect you.
That's what I was thinking, dude. There is no way. This is the chaos. This is where you're not bringing your best self to a situation like this. You don't think about it critically. You go in emotional. You use emotional manipulation, which is just cooked in today's day and age. I'm sorry. Appeals to emotional manipulation is such a cringe, bro. It's like, oh, you can't deduce reasonably anymore. You just got to use manipulation as your best tactic. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna shit on your bread, and then when you eat it, it's not a poop sandwich, because did you know how many people died last week because of Smiggle-Biggleborg disease? It's like, come on, dude, shut the hell up.
Have the largest military in the entire world that, with any sort of threat of violence, will stop any country from going to war with us. Like, we don't get pranked. We don't get, oh, whoopsies, we just dropped the nuke on New York City by accident. Like, that doesn't happen. And whenever it does, whenever something like that, or even adjacent happens, we just go to World War for it and destroy whatever country just accidentally fell onto the red button. Like that.
All right, I mean, did we destroy it? Did we? I feel like we just spent a crap load of money to get nowhere. We took Saddam Hussein out of power, and then we were like, let's just go make a lot of sex, and let's clap some cheeks in Afghanistan. Let's just do some making out, and then eventually we'll find the weapons of mass destruction. Those totally exist. We're not here for oil. This was crap. I'm sorry. Like, the U.S. was definitely like, we're gonna kill everything and everybody. We're pretty mad, and understandably, when your country gets attacked by terrorists. The whole country at the time, I remember because I was a child, and everything was like, well, America, we're doing the things, we're here to be patriotic. There was like a few years there where everything was like, America. But at the same time, we were like, not actually accomplishing much of anything. It took us forever to find Osama bin Laden.
That's how this works. Second of all, the local government, your city, does protect you. You happen to have access to a lovely feature where if you go to your phone and hit the dial pad, you can type in the numbers 911, and a police officer or fireman, whatever you need, emergency services, will drive to your location and assist you with whatever emergency you're undergoing. If you broke your leg, if you fell over, whatever, they'll come and they'll help you. It's taxpayer funded. They are protecting you. But when she says the word protect, she means it in some sort of vague way of like acknowledging her specialness. She's probably talking about the federal government deciding that they're not going to show other genders besides male and female on official documents like birth certificates, driver's licenses, etc. And I would say it's not protecting you to make that the case. It's actually just common sense. It's no violence. It's really
well. And here's the thing too. I wanna make a clarification on that. Like I said, you can be whatever you want, dude. You can go out there and do whatever you want. You are an adult. You have the right to do that. But here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. These are like legal documents. Choose a box. Like if you are like, I identify as a woman, pick a woman. I identify as a man. Pick a man. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about forcing you to choose either one. I mean, if you go through the operations, get the shit done. You're now whatever sex you want to be, dude. Cool. Just pick that slot and move the fuck on, dude. The thing that I thought was kind of annoying was we added another one, and then we added another box, and then we added another box, and then they just kind of gave up and put fucking other. Like, Come on, when they run out of options and they just give you a fucking other tab, I think at a certain point we got to be real with ourselves that you're never going to be special enough, and we just got to go back to basics. I mean, it's where it's like you want everybody else to buy into your idea of whatever you made up yesterday, and we're not going to do that, dude. Just pick a lane, drive in that lane, fucking do your thing, dude. Nobody would give a half a shit.
Nothing at all. I don't know. I feel like this is just schizo. And then when she says, especially, this is going to affirm my facts and my belief that she's schizo. I used to not think Trump derangement syndrome was real. I used to think that it was just people that didn't like Trump a lot, and that was just, their politics. But then you see people like this that take time out of their day to throw on a blue set of pubes on their head and take surgical gloves, get up in front of a mic.
Bro, she literally went and got, what's her name? Marge Simpson's fucking pubes, bro. She went and just carpet munched her way through Marge Simpson just so she'd have a wig for the afternoon.
And with their drawn on eyebrows, complain about how much they're afraid of Trump. Trump will not take time out of your day to pull a Five Nights at Freddy's on you. I guarantee you, he's busy. Maybe he would if he could. It would be kind of funny to see the look on your face if he popped out of nowhere, but...
Dude, Greg Miller just screams, bro. Greg Miller's just so mad. This would be Greg Miller's most terrifying game. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's he had a little meltdown at like the DICE Game Awards over Trump, where he was just like, yeah, fuck Trump, and it's like, dude, yeah. I mean, that's really cool to just like alienate half the country. Everybody talks about sowing division, and then it's you always hear about the sowing division. We need to combat misinformation and stop the sowing of division. Motherfucker, when you're out here like talking about the person that half the country voted for and like putting it on a Game Awards stage where half of the buying base for these games voted for that person, you're sowing division. Look at that. Look how that fucking works. Oh, eating up the chaos. Nom, 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 nom. Fucking fuck.
The reality is, you do have TDS, you are afraid and paranoid of Trump ruining your life in some way, and that just doesn't exist. Your life is your life. The actual amount of effect that Trump has on your life is about as much as you make it, which I assume is a lot because you're constantly scrolling and reading tabloid headlines that tell you to be afraid. You're a puppet.
If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Yeah, I don't think...
Bro's got her RPG. She's got her RPG just set up in her car waiting for the fight back, dude. She's glocked up and not fucking around, dude. I'm sorry, that city better be afraid, bro. She ain't fucking clucking. She is like one of the biggest Roblox players. She is really good at Roblox, and she will fuck that city up in Roblox.
It's generally a good idea to threaten people with domestic terrorism if they don't agree with you. Yeah, if you don't like us and if you're not ready to be nice to trans people, we're just gonna fuck your city over in some way or another. Yeah, so first of all, that doesn't work. I noticed that that's sort of like the other side of cancel culture, where cancel culture is saying things like, you're either with us or you're against us. But then when it comes to this sort of stuff, it's still kind of the same mentality, but instead it's just like, yeah, if you don't like us, we're just gonna make your life a lot harder. So it doesn't actually accomplish anything. The whole side...
By the way, this is a tangent. Fuck Iron Man 3. I fucking hated that movie. Iron Man 3 is trash. That movie is goblin energy. I remember I was excited to see the Mandarin. Isn't that his name, the Mandarin? He's the Mandarin. Yeah, I wanted to see him just fuck shit up, dude. And then it was just like he was a doofy British actor, and it was just like, oh, we're pulling the rug out from you. Oh, you thought you were getting this beloved Marvel character? Well, ha ha ha, fuckily doodly do. Deal with some dweeb who got superpowers because girls wouldn't fuck him. Iron Man 3. Fucking stupid. What a terrible movie.
Silence is violence that they got going on in the background. It's the same sort of messaging. It's all kind of overlapped in this way of thinking. It's all parasite. It's a mind virus, and I hate saying that it's cringe. The woke mind virus is a very cringe slogan, but at the same time, you look at people like this and you think, well, they have it, so.
I'm shaking right now.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Oh my God, relax. I'm shaking right now. I hate this. I hate everything about this.
I don't want to be here.
Then go fucking...
Yeah, dude, just fucking leave. Back up from the mic a little bit. In fact, I need to turn down my mic readings right now because I'm getting a little loud. I'm getting a little spicy, dude. It was because of that pre-stream tucking nut that I did, bro. You tuck it and then you jerk it from the back. You tuck it and jerk it from the back. But that tucking nut I did, dude, just got me on a different hyphy level, dude. And this motherfucker there, she's beyond that level. She beyond that level, or I don't want to fucking misgender. I don't want to fuck shit up. But damn, bro, calm the fuck down. But don't be screaming into the mic. Nobody can understand what the fuck you're saying.
Home. The people who come here and then they're like, I don't want to be here. You don't have to be here. Go get a job. I'm shocked that you think that you have to be here. You don't. You literally don't. You happen to have personal autonomy and free will. You can do whatever you want.
I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
Yeah, this is funny because, like, you know, normally when people are pleading for their life, it's something like, please don't show me. Please, I have a wife and children. Please do not pull the trigger. Instead, you're at a very calm and collected room.
Bro, yeah, dude, just fucking reading. He's like, oh, dude, I needed to do the printout of the fappening. He's like, I think this happened in like 2000s. Did you hear that we gotta see fucking Lauren Schmingelbingle's boobs? We gotta see Lauren Schmingelbingle's boobs. I printed it out. Nah, dude, this is the guy that this guy's a casual lolly enjoyer. I'm sure of it. Not really, allegedly, and whatever fucking doesn't get me in trouble with YouTube.
People voicing their opinions in a manner that is very safe, and your life is not at risk at all. So
you remembered how many children I have and how many, and that two.
No, but for real though, this guy's got the fucking vest. He looks like what was that movie, dude? What was that movie? Lonely Bones, dude. Oh my god, my mic just hit. Sorry. Lonely Bones villain, bro. We're about to we got it, dude. Almost. It's almost. He's this guy right here, dude. Look at that fit, bro. He's got it down, bro. I mean, just you're telling me he doesn't, dude? He doesn't have this vibe just vibed out, bro? I don't know if you ever watched Lonely Bones. Really depressing movie, but yeah, bro's got it locked in. He's got the fit and everything. That's the only reason I'm making the comparison. Is first thing I thought of was Lonely Bones, dude. It was insane. Look at his Lonely Bones fit. If his hair was a little longer, bro, he would have it. He would be the villain. He would have the girl in his underground shelter. Now, I'm not saying this guy is. I don't know him. He hasn't said anything yet. He hasn't uttered a single word. He's just kind of there. Probably waiting till he gets to go home and jerk off again to the same thing Vosh jerks off to, but come on.
Of them are trans.
I love that clip in there. Just, yeah, you remember that I have 2 trans kids. Okay. I mean, are we surprised? Like, are we surprised that this produced that? Like, come on.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Whoa, dude. Dude, not trans people aren't goblins. Come on, they're not goblins. They're just people, dude. They're people. They're people living their life, doing whatever. I mean, the fact that she's got trans kids, I mean, she probably kind of influenced the decision behind that. I'm not saying that you're not trans from birth, but I mean, you can also be convinced into something because of. I mean, it's like the left wing and right wing pipeline. I mean, come on though.
Did this guy hit up Walter White? This guy's actually shaking. Last bitch was like, I'm literally shaking. This motherfucker's been shaking, bro. He's been hitting speed since the AM.
As both the B and the T in the LGBT.
He speaks for both the B and the T for LGBT? Okay. I mean, sure. Why not? I mean, at this point, I guess we're going for it.
Are you really the last person?
I mean, wait, so he'd be bisexual and trans. So he switched genders to... Wait, hold on. So let's say he went from female to male. I don't know, and then now he's with girls. So he just really likes eating pussy, right? Am I wrong in that correlation? Really likes eating pussy. I mean, I can agree. Or it's the other way, dude. Other way. He went to female, male to female, and he just likes having sex with dudes, which sucking some cock. On that destiny grind. Well, no harm in that. Do whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want to do. As soon as that fucking door closes, I mean, it's no holds barred, dude. Get some naked and oil up. Slap each other's bodies with some slapping noises. I mean, it's all part of the fun at the end of the day.
Stands for trying, and the B is boatloads of drugs. I think he's on a lot, so good shit.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain.
Quite unfortunate. I mean, if you're in immense physical pain, I do feel bad for you. That sounds painful, but I really feel like this is how I would feel in the situation. Let's say I'm a Mr. Judge person or Congress Schmiggelbork, right? I'm a Conglish giggity schmoodle. I'm sitting there and I'm listening. I would stop giving a fuck, like, halfway through your speech, not gonna lie. I don't care how much bullshit you got going on in your life. Bring me a valid argument. Bring me some, like, actual, like, hey, these are the policies that happen. This is what I don't like about it. I don't give a fuck about any of your bullshit, to be honest. This is something that people don't understand. Like, oh, but empathy. Yeah, but I'm empathetic for people I fucking know, but not some random schmiggelbork that I've never met in my entire life. Schmiggelbork means anybody. Anybody can be a schmiggelbork. I mean, just, like, if some dude walks up to me on the street, he's like, I got chronic bleeding dick syndrome. I'm like, okay. I don't fucking, like, I'm so sorry for you, sir. You probably get that checked out, and then I'll just walk the fuck away. I will go to my other location, not with that person, because if somebody's telling me all their fucking problems in the first time I'm meeting them, and I'm not gonna care, I'm not going to a second location with them. But come on, I'm like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about all your problems. It only affects you and your friends.
I'm on the autism spectrum.
Yeah, here it goes. The Oppression Olympics. She's gonna get first place gold medal.
And I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do.
Why? Why did you have?
Yeah, nobody fucking. Why are you hiding? Like, what? Like, were you embarrassed of the blue wig? Is this like actually? Is this just cosplay for you? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, if you're actually, like, presenting like this every day, you shouldn't have to fucking hide. Who cares? Like, be your fucking self. Do your fucking thing. But this just makes it seem more performative, and again, I stopped giving a absolute fuck. I'm just here for the chaos, and this is some retarded ass chaos. Like, if you're coming in and you're hiding from your driver, you're putting like you're like, take me to the courthouse. I'm gonna be more worried about letting you in my car at that point. I wouldn't be worried if you just came in with a fucking wig and you're doing your thing. I don't care, but you're coming in just fucking like hood over you. You're all gobbling out. I'm gonna be like, is Ted Kaczynski in my car? Is that what's going on, man? Because I am not delivering any packages.
Have to hide from your driver that you were in drag. I'm sure she's just pretending to be afraid of some imaginary perception that she thinks the driver has, that he's gonna be transphobic or something. Like, dude, this motherfucker just wants to make the pennies that he's gonna make driving you to this thing and go to the next person. You're not that special.
I do not want to be here.
I keep hearing this. You are.
Whoa, dude. Like, okay. So, alright, before he freaks out about them saying we don't want to be here, because it's stupid that they keep saying this, because literally, I'm sure the people that are listening to your bullshit don't want to be there anyway, either. I wouldn't want to fucking be there, because I have to listen to your fucking nonsense. But, why did they paint a fucking skull on their face? Why did they put, like, a fucking, like, why do you look like you're going to audition for a George Romero movie? Come on, we got the Night of the Living Doofus here, trying to lecture everybody.
Here, you want to be here, you drove here, you decided when you woke up to consciously say, my day is going to be spent at this location for this amount of time with this purpose in mind. You do want to be here. Stop lying. This is so annoying, dude. When people are like, I don't want to be here, you do. You literally do. That's why you're here. That's why you're standing here. If you don't want to be here, you want to be here. It's crazy to me.
It's my day off. I do not want to be.
What a fucking midday off, dude. You're just like, I could go golfing. I could watch some anime. I could slow jerk it against my fucking stove, but instead you fucking painted on a John Romero zombie face and you went to fucking courthouse. That was your day off. You were very excited about this. You were like, dude, this fucking Romero makeup goes hard. I hope they get it. It's from the one where they're at the mall and not the one where they're in, like, the other place. This is what I'm doing now. I'm crispy and clean. I got my Ellen DeGeneres haircut. We're fucking killing it. And I'm going to sit in a boring ass courthouse. Dude, you fucking no. You will never catch me going to a courthouse on my day off. That sounds fucking, or not courthouse, city hall, or whatever the cringe this is. You will not catch me doing that, dude. I'm going to be fucking enjoying myself.
In your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes.
The fuck am I looking at, by the way? I feel like I didn't say that, but like, what the fuck am I looking at all? I feel like this right here is like the screenshot you take on the poster with the top caption saying it's, the bottom caption saying over.
I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick.
Oh my god. No way she said that. She wrote this and thought she cooked, bro. She wrote this, she's like, these old fucking people at the city hall are gonna understand this reference. It's like a 90-year-old lady, an old dude, one young guy who got the reference, and then just some other person who's like, I have no fucking clue what's going on here. I've never even opened the internet. How does Facebook work?
I'm Kendrick. She said I'm Kendrick. She said I'm Kendrick, bro. What are you saying? Dude, I don't know why the fuck, like, some of these LGBT people, like, they want to pretend that they're, like, the new black people. And then furries do that, too. They're like, we're oppressed and shit. It's weird.
And glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
Bro, I fucking called it. Old person. Old person. Old person. Old person. Like, this guy knows who Kendrick is. This chick knows who Kendrick is. This guy knows who Kendrick is. Who else is young enough to understand who Kendrick the fucking Lamar is? Maybe this guy. That chick definitely knows who Kendrick is. That's it. But you got, like, I don't know how old she is. Older lady. Older man. Older man. He probably listens to good music, like Snoop Dogg. Because he's, like, good older rap music. Now, Kendrick's not bad music. I'm not saying bad, but he's probably not like waiting for the. None of these people are waiting for the new, except for her. She is probably waiting for the next fucking Kendrick EP to drop. But all these other people are fucking old, dude. Like, come on. Well, this guy looks like he's in his 30s, so he's probably the youngest person here, and she's too busy fucking planning her next trip to Disneyland. She looks like a Disney bitch. But come on, none of these motherfuckers know who Kendrick is. This is all mist fucking. No, but none of these people care. Look how sleepy they are. They just want to go home and drink it. Who is this fucking guy? Why does he just have a mask on? What is this, fucking 2020? Bro needs to download the new fucking update because bro's in the playing on an old build.
None of them give a shit, dude. This is an astute argument being brought to us by this young individual with a...
Bro, they didn't care about the glitter, and that's upsetting. She used so much glitter, and not a single person even moved their hair. They're just fucking...
A lot going on.
Let us remember that
Is this Ethan Klein?
the Nazis burned.
Bro, Ethan Klein did lose a lot of weight, though. He's on that Ozempic grind, bro. He'd just be like, bop, 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 and then lost all his weight. He looks all sunk in now. I mean, he didn't look bad, but he didn't look, like, great, you know?
Books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has
What the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck is this person doing over here? Like, with the beard? What the fuck is he trying to, like, does this guy have a zit on the back of his head? He's trying to get a good zoom on it. He's like, oh, I gotta get that zit, bro. He's like, let me fucking zit it up real quick. Ooh, look at that zit. Ooh, I want to pop it. Dr. Pimple Popper, what do you think? Is this an ingrown hair, or is this just a big old white head? Because I think it's blinking. I think it's talking to me.
So because the Nazis burned books on gender science, we...
Look who it is.
Well, and they didn't just burn books on gender science. I'm gonna be like 100% real there. They basically burnt anything that they believed wasn't German. They were like fucking who did they burn? They burned basically anything that was in Hebrew. They burned anything that was really American. They burned like communism books. So Marx, Stalingrad, or not Stalingrad, Stalin and Marx books. There was another person. I'm trying to think. There was another guy, a famous, like, socialist writer, but they burned all his stuff. There was a famous American writer that they burned a lot of his stuff. It was just basically that anything they perceived as not Germany enough, they were like, we're burning all of that, dude. We're just fucking... And it was terrible. Honestly, I've always hated the book burning shit. I've always hated the book burnings. It's, like, so annoying. I've always hated it. I hate, like, even this stuff where it's like, we should ban any book that has, like, gender queer in the school library. I think that there should be stuff, but I think it should be like each school's library should have sections that is age appropriate, and I think the talking book should be about when they're allowed to check these books out. When are they allowed to look at stuff like this, like because like we have rating systems already on books. We already have like where they separate it by age. Why would we remove the books when people could be curious about it in like high school and shit? Like, I see no problem with that. I absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. But I remember when they were like burning Harry Potter books back in the day, and now they're probably still burning Harry Potter books. I don't know what's like, is the Harry Potter books just like really good for burning, or what's going on there? But yeah, dude, I just don't like book burnings. I don't like when they banned like what's that brilliant book about the lawyer and the dude who's falsely accused, To Kill a Mockingbird? How could you ban that, bro? Come on, that's a fucking classic.
Sexually explicit material to be readily available to fifth graders in the school library. That's a great argument. I actually think if you took this and said this on a podcast, you get a lot of good feedback and a lot of good fans. And you should definitely use Facecam. You should. I think that would be great.
Marginalized and marginalized migrant workers.
Again, dude, I don't think like we need to, if you're going to have stuff like this in book, I think it should be a high school level. I think it should be high school level, and it's more part of a health class, and you're like, I can check this out with teacher's permission or whatever. I think that you should be able to check that shit out in high school. You make your, because at that point where you're becoming you're getting to become an adult, you're starting to learn this shit, and it's good to like get you prepared for the real life. And I'm not saying like, oh, you like, but like fifth grade, come on, dude, what the fuck are you doing in fifth grade, dog? Why the fuck do you need gender studies book in fifth fucking grade? What are you doing? What's the thing where you're like, dude, I need to learn about all this gender queer stuff, dude? I was like excited at that time if I could even get close to holding a girl's hand. That was about it in fifth grade. Come on, dude. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Trans, LGBT people, and
bro can't even remember all the letters. Bro's forgetting half the alphabet.
Even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Like 5.
Please
Look
wrap up.
at me!
Like 5? Jesus.
Intimidating person I've seen all day, bro. This is like the squeaker from Xbox Live. It's fully developed, but somewhere along the line during COVID, they got the idea to get it snipped off.
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic!
We're all done. Come on.
That is like an infinite aura deficit.
Of course.
Bro could not have any less chill. Couldn't have any less chill. Like, again, I don't see anything right now where they're going after people, right? I mean, it's not like people are getting like fucking thrown in the back of the truck and like, oh, we gotta go take him to the trans boot camp. We gotta pray the gateway. It's nothing like that, dude. Like, anytime if there was something like that, I'd be like, yeah, dude, bad. Fucking, that's not cool. Don't do that shit. This is not American, opposite of American, but it's not fucking happening.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Bro, that chick's snapping, bro. That chick's snapping, dude. Like,
we all know that
look how angry she is, dude. She looks so angry.
We all exist and we all need to be recognized for our...
Bro, she's just like... It's like slam poetry, bro. They didn't come here to go to a city hall meeting. They came here for slam poetry.
Existence.
Yeah, that's what's happening is we need to be existing. We need to be recognized for our existence. And this is, I'm just saying a bunch of vapid dog shit keyword buzzwords like SEO. None of this, you're not saying anything of substance at all. Your slogan t-shirt means nothing. Your words mean nothing. Your posse that rolled in with you are saying a bunch of nothing, bro.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house.
Do you have, what? Okay, there's so much to unpack. Okay, I'm not a guest in your house. You have grapes on your head. You have grapes on your head. This is not how you get taken seriously at all. This reminds me of that video.
Dude, this is the thing. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, if you have a cause to fight for, and this is 100% real. Like, even if you believe in the same causes they're fighting for, you bring your best self. Because all that's gonna happen by doing shit like this is people are gonna clown on you on the internet. That's it. You're not gonna people aren't gonna rally around your cause with a fucking Marge Simpson's pubes and grape lady. Nobody fucking cares. Or they're gonna be like, you guys all look like fucking clowns. Like, this is like, I 100%, there is arguments to be made, I guess, where I'm like, there's more willingness to listen to your argument if you come and present it in a more meaningful fashion instead of showing up like it's fucking Comic-Con.
Video I did about the genderless dragon. Like, what are we doing?
When you come. And when you come, know that there are strong, queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
It's just like another threat. If you don't agree with me and or like me, I'm going to make your life harder, and so you should agree with me. You cannot do that. That is how basically burglars operate. It's like, you're going to give me what I want.
Well, dude, and this is so funny because it's like we're gonna push our ideas onto everyone. Everyone has to have the exact same mentality, and that's not how it works. In a free society, you're going to have give and take. You're going to have pushback. That's just how shit works. It's like the benefit of a free society, but it's also and you might not agree with this, but that's also the folly of a free society is people are gonna have different opinions than you, and you're gonna have to fucking deal with that. I mean, there's gonna be people who watch this and say that I'm a goblin demon who wants all people dead or some shit that makes absolutely no sense, and I will not care. But go ahead and say it anyway. I don't give a shit. But it's like this is the problem. You're going to have some people that agree with you, some people that don't, and in the middle there's going to be like a compromise and shit. That's how it works. You can't just overtake everything and everybody has to think your same way, because that is fascism.
Or I'm gonna hurt you. Like, it's fucking retarded. Doesn't work. You don't get anything done. You don't look like you're gonna get anything done anyway. So it tracks.
Is Dee Dee Delay?
And we're
like, oh god, dude, this whole thing is so cringe. It's so fucking cringe, bro. It's just so wild. Like, well, why did you dress like Marge Simpson, dog? Why?
And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak.
Dude, weird flex, but good for you. You out there killing it. Anybody out there renting, try to buy a house as soon as possible and get on that mortgage. Get on that mortgage. That way your money's going to something and not just getting fucking burned by some douchebag who owns an apartment complex. Try to work yourself in a way where you can pay off a mortgage and then eventually own something. Get yourself a piece of land. That's the advice I can give to everybody. That lesbian couple had it right. They knew what they were doing. Get your investments in the right place.
As someone who is always misgendered, like, all the time.
Fuck, man. Do you guys got any ideas why? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. It's a real head scratcher, bro. I just really don't know. What's going on, guys? I mean, why could this person, of all people, experience this unique problem? I don't know.
To me, as sir, when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Okay, he's on a fuckload of drugs. He's also a
this is definitely a drug addict. 100% a drug addict. Motherfucker went in and smoked a bunch of Tutti Frutti on Rudy and just showed up at the thing and then thought that they were the best representation of this argument.
Fucking man. So that's probably why people call you a grown fucking man, just laying that out there. What else is there to say? Let's see. You should probably get a friends and family discount from the guy who's selling you whatever he's selling you, because I can tell you're getting taxed.
I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets.
Bro, why the fuck are you afraid? Like, come on. Why? Just go in there, do your business, and leave. This is the thing. I wouldn't give a shit if the bathrooms just became unisex. I would not care. It's like, I mean, there wouldn't be as, like, safe, obviously, because there's people with ill intentions. I'm sorry. Even with the bathrooms being set to male and female, there's still bad stuff that happens in there from time to time, which is bad and not cool. But I mean, it's a bathroom. Go in there, do your business, get the fuck out. Why do we care so much about fucking bathrooms? Like, I don't understand. Just go in there, fucking take your dump, flush it, wash your hands, and dip the fuck out. What are we doing here?
Speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
It's just the schizophrenia.
No, but where the fuck is Trump been like, yeah, I'm gonna take all gay marriage away. That's what's gonna happen. We're taking all gay marriage away. It was a bad choice. We're moving back. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Like, here's the thing. I was like super for gay marriage. Still am cool with gay marriage. Like, if you want it to be legal in the eyes of the law, cool. Do your thing. Nobody gives a fuck. I think that we got a lot. This is what misinformation will do to people, right? This is what fear-mongering does, and it happens on both sides continuously, and it creates chaos like this, and this is how you get, like, there's even, like, douchebags on the right, they, like, get dressed up like fucking weirdos, and then go and make these arguments at these councils as, like, a troll. Dude, I'm getting dressed up in drag as a troll to the left. Like, you're a fucking loser, has no life. Come on, dude, what the fuck are you doing with yourself? This is cringe and fucking lame. But, and the sad thing is that cringe and lame shit they're doing is exactly what these people are doing too. They look just as cringe. It almost is, this looks like a fucking, it looks like a fucking op, dude. It looks like an op by a bunch of people, but it's real. And I remember when people were doing this like 5-6 years ago as like a joke, and now it's just like the world we live in. What the fuck are we doing here, dude? Why the fuck are these people dressing up as Comic-Con and going to city council?
It runs so rampant with these folks. Like, you really wake up and you're like, oh my god, are we still married? Yeah, you're still married, you're fine, go do the shit you have to do. Why are people so schizo? It blows my mind. I genuinely believe in order for you to be this schizo, your time has to be worth nothing, because in that void of nothingness, you're just filling yourself up with dark thoughts. Because if I'm doing shit all the time, if I'm busy with shit, the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about is like, okay, so Trump is another person, he is president, and I vaguely have this idea that for some reason my marriage rights might be gone out of nowhere, for no reason, randomly, boom, just like that. Interesting, because in order for that to even happen, for those ideas to pop out of thin air, you have to have nothing going on. So
Fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community? How many lives have to be lost before...
Well, yo, one thing I have to say about, like, defunding the police, and I know this isn't defunding the police, but I think that almost that is always the wrong approach, because the best approach is just better training, and you know how you do better training? A little more money. So I think that like a complete defunding is like the opposite approach. I mean, I think that there's still probably corruption and shit that goes on because it's the government. The government always has corrupt bullshit. I mean, people are involved and people are corrupt. So I think that there's always room for improvement on different government things like the police, the fucking Congress, and the local state groups and committees. I think there's always ways to improve and like cut costs and also better train people. But like, I don't see a lot of actual ideas being spit in here. I just see a bunch of fucking yelling and then feel bad for me because I have all these problems.
Or you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption. Now,
I mean, like, how do you fight back against your idea of fighting back against fascism is by utilizing fascism to fight fascism, which is completely illogical.
Now's the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you care more about easy funding than trans lives, and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason.
Normally, I would say good evening.
Again, dude, there's no, like, what Nazis? Are we talking about, like, the cringe lords that show up with their fucking tiki torches? Yeah, everybody fucking hates those guys. Everyone hates those guys. Like, this is the type of shit that makes me want to be, like, way, way, way more right-wing when I'm not even... I'm like, I always consider myself centrist, but Jesus Christ, I don't even fucking slowly understand what the fuck's going on here. Were they, like, just hanging out with Jim Jones, drinking Flavor Aid before this, and then somehow made it to this meeting?
But through the...
Oh, but you're not going to say good evening because you're trying to make a point, and it's going to be like a really cool cinematic moment where your aura goes through the roof, and you're going to say like, no, I'm not good. It's a bad evening. It's not a happy meal. It's a sad meal. Oh, McDonald's, you're so fucking happy. You know trans people are dying at McDonald's? Really? You're going to call it a happy meal when there's a genocide? It just blows my mind. They're playing Blue's Clues on the TV, and Steve looks happy because he just got a letter. Well, I just got a letter, and it's from the federal government. It says my trans rights are gone. Like, do you hear how crazy I sound? That's how they sound. And if you can't tell the difference, it's because I'm a good actor. They're fucking nuts. They're batshit crazy. And the fact that there has been no attitude adjustment, there's been no character adjustment, no behavioral, no approach change at all, even though they lost the election, it blows my mind. When will you learn? This shit does not work. It doesn't. The numbers, you gotta look at them and you gotta take something away from it other than like, yeah, everyone's a Nazi because, well, it's just not working out too well.
Chair, I will only...
I mean, this is the thing. I think a lot of people got sick of this shit. This shit right here, a lot of people got sick of the virtue signaling, the virtue signaling, the appeals to empathy, all the bullshit like, oh, if you don't feel this way, you're a bad person or you're a Nazi. It doesn't work anymore because people got so fed up with it. You can't just keep fucking hitting people with buzzwords and calling them awful and then I'm expecting to just fall in line. That's not how shit works. Eventually, people are gonna be like, you're fucking stupid. I don't want to deal with this. I'm moving on. Like, obviously, it's not fucking rocket science.
Impart my sour grapes.
Oh god, it was sour grapes. Bro did all that for a pun. Come the fuck on.
Extremely emotional and taxing thing.
I mean, shit, bro, I wasn't fucking with it, but when Vsauce came out here, I was like, all right, maybe they got something going. Emo Vsauce. Sure, why not?
To stand up here as someone, as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B.
Another motherfucker who forgot the update patch and is still wearing a fucking mask. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, dog?
Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans...
Like, if you want to wear a mask, go ahead and wear a mask, but it's going to make you look like a doofus and people are going to make fun of you. Like, that's fair.
Gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying.
Oh, great! This is great. One of these like pedophiles decided to give this guy.
Okay, let's not. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I made jokes about it, but like, I'm not saying like, but like, using a kid is always fucking cringe, dude. Come on. You're like, all right. What did you want to do on your weekend? Fuck you. You can't go to the park. Let's go. I wrote this speech down that you're gonna read in front of this room. And here you go. Here's a speech. Here's my kid. Feel bad, you fucking Nazi pieces of shit. Oh, I bet you feel bad. We got a 7-year-old here talking about trans issues. Oh, we gotcha. Well, here's your appeal to sympathy now, motherfucker. What the fuck is this, dude? Send out the kids. Everybody, nobody can say no to a kid.
A sheet of paper with words that he should say, not knowing at all what they mean. So this poor kid, who's a victim, we're going to call him a victim, this victim of mental indoctrination is being used as a political tool in order to achieve some sort of small victory on behalf of these fucking creeps.
Dude, to be fair, this is something I would say. If there is a kid that is literally put in the same position by somebody right-wing, like, I need to stand up for my... It's like a fucking 5-year-old. I need to stand up for my gun rights. Like, motherfucker, you can't own a gun. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why the fuck we got you here? Like, well, what are you talking about, dog? Like, get the fuck out. Like, where's your parents? Where the fuck are your parents at? Like, go get your parents, and come back when you're fucking 18 and you can actually buy the motherfucker. What you doing here? Like, I would say the exact same thing. Like, why the fuck are you using your kid as, like, the ultimate gotcha? It's just wrong, I guess. Like, here's the thing. I'll have my kid when I'm holding her when I'm streaming, right? And that's because, one, I want to spend time with her any chance I can. Two, my wife needs a break every once in a while. But I'm not, like, sitting here, like, you say these words into the camera for daddy so that everybody feels bad. It just feels gross to me.
For trans people, everybody deserves to feel safe and everybody needs to feel safe. I've lived here for 4 years and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel safe in the city. My birthday is this Saturday and all I want is peace and for you to vote yes, please.
I feel like he wants games for the PS5 too. I don't think he wants like this weird political involvement, if I had to guess. He probably wants PS5, maybe like some Lattice on Marvel Rivals or like Fortnite skin. This poor kid, man, like just all these people, they're gonna say, oh, I don't want to be here right now. I really don't. You know who doesn't want to be here right now? This poor kid. He was dragged here by one of these fucking people who also weirdly doesn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here. And my kid, well, he's just along for the ride.
I mean, isn't it weird to have your kid be like, yo, it's my birthday. Do what I want for my birthday. Like, I'm not going to make my fucking... Here's the thing. I'm not going to make giant world-changing fucking... If I was on that council, I would be like, yeah, dude, I'm going to overturn everything because a 5-year-old came in and told me that was the way to do it because he totally understands all the nuances of the situation. He actually went to college for political science and understanding all of the different ins and outs of what this entails. Yeah, this 5-year-old totally knows what the fuck they're talking about. Come on, dude. This is weird. It's weird shit. It's an appeal to sympathy that I don't give a fuck about. I just think it's cringe.
Doesn't want to fucking be here. Let him go home.
Please don't let me down for my birthday. There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy Carlson, you should know to never call someone I'm 7 and I know better. The kids are watching and we're ready to vote you out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what a great video.
Bro,
right?
all those people did not look like they were having a good time. They were probably annoyed as fuck. This is the thing, dude. Nobody wants to fucking help you if you're just being annoying. Like, if you're being a fucking Karen about shit, nobody's gonna fucking listen to you.
Right there. I think a lot was accomplished, and yeah, we will make this a safe space or an unsafe space. Yeah, nice. That's really good stuff. We got the Rugrats cast reunion before GTA 6. Is there an island where something isn't there an island what? Isn't there an island somewhere that we're not using? Oh. Anyway, that's it for this video. We're done.
That was wild. That was absolutely wild. That was super cringe, bro. That was one of the most cringe things I've seen in a very long time. Dear God. Dear God. I mean, we're living in chaos. I mean, what better time to be alive than getting footage like this? This is hilarious. You can't pay actors anymore to do something this fucking funny. Like, you're telling me that the people are that bored that they got fucking Comic-Con ready to go talk to a bunch of fucking 60-year-olds in a wooden room. Oh, this is gonna own them. We're gonna own them because I dressed up from George Romero's zombie movie. Come on, dude, this is fucking wild.